Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Hello, everybody, and welcome to our stream. We're very excited to start the eighth final, top 16 players in the Carom event, and we're here to sweat a very exciting match between Edward Gomez and Kang Lee, House Pro of Carom Cafe. They're gonna prepare to lag right now. We're gonna start this very exciting match. Race to 30. It's a knockout stage. Okay, ready to start. And Gomez wins the lag. He's gonna shoot with the white ball. Pretty decent position. Be a little short here. A little short, but a little bit safe. He leaves a bank shot for Kang. Technically, this is a bank shot. Very nice touch. Position here. He's looking at playing a short angle. He just needs to make sure he doesn't drive the white into the red. Options. Just missed the short. So he's going to be thinking about that. Wide open for Edward. Usually there's never any defense at the beginning. So right now, Kang is looking at possibly playing a 3 or 5 rail shot. Ooh, he plays it short. It might be too short. He makes it 4 rails. Probably was trying to back it up, but from, going 5. But he'll take that. Early part of the game, they're going to be trying to understand the table, read the table, get a little warmed up. Kang has a cross-table shot he can play here. Withdraw, thin withdraw, long, maybe short. A little too much draw. And he returns to his chair. Think about what's going on, what happened there. Similar shot, or you can play this thin off the yellow. Which is what he attempts. A very good shot. I think he can double the rail on this off the yellow, the right side of the yellow. Has to give the right dosage of writing on this ball. She does perfectly. Oh, just misses it by a hair. Is actually looking at this possible 4-railer. He could also play off the red with massive amounts of right English and then hug the bottom rail, possibly double it into the corner. Just gets a double kiss. Leaves Edward with this 5-railer. Which should yield a good position if when he makes it, just misses it. Plays a very nice no English shot. Hits it perfectly. With a great speed, so he can play this as a short angle. That'll bring the red toward the middle of the table and open up some really nice options. Passes the kiss barely. Nice control though. Looking to play something similar. He could go cross table here, but I think he'll play it off the right side of the white. Gonna take care not to bank the white into the red. Being a very good pool player, should be no problem to manage for him. Goes underneath it, which is even ideal. And good shot. would have probably preferred to have a better line off that red, in relation to the red, but he can actually play this something off the white here. Let's take a look at what he does. He could draw off the left side of the red. It looks like that's what he might do. He doesn't have to take the white ball off the cushion. He can still find a good line to score. If he was a little bit further from the short rail, he could play off the white, but looks like he's going to try to control this, draw this. Tough kiss. But with Edward frozen on the rail, it's not that easy. I think Edward, he's waiting for the adjacent table right now. He's waiting for adjacent table, but I think his best bet right now is to just play this as a bank shot. Long, short, long. He's taking a look at what he could possibly do off the red, off the ball first, but looks a little kissy and it's hard to get a good contact. The bank shot might be the best. Because of the position of the red, though, he's looking at the line he needs to hit, but because of the position relationship between the red and the yellow, it makes the bank shot a little smaller. He's going to look for a 5-rail bank shot so that he have a bigger face to bank at. You can hit off the red ball. Let's take a look at what happens here. Ooh, he hits the yellow and is hoping that he can still capture the point, but probably would have been better to hit off the red ball. But that was a really good try, and Kang's back at the table. If he slices the red a little to the right, then he can avoid a kiss. He can avoid a kiss with the white and try to go short. That's what he's going to try to do. It makes the kiss closer to his cue ball, though, so let's see how he passes the kiss. Very well. And a good speed opens up the position. Very nice. And now Kang looking to play an outside English shot, a long short angle. He went softly to keep the white in the corner. Not sure if that white's going to be very useful as a third ball, though. He's looking at possibly hooking into the deep in the corner and playing it. He's looking to play 4 rails off the right side of the yellow. Oh, the right side of the white. Looking at his third rail there. That's a little bit too much English. Returns back to his chair. So Edward looking at playing another bank shot here. Let's see if he can find the line off to the yellow. Just hits the wrong side, so he's still trying to get his bearings on the cushions here. Kang with the challenging shot. He's seeing if he can pass the kiss here. Off the red is not that easy, if probably impossible. And you can maybe draw this ball with English and pass a kiss here. That's what he's looking to try to do. Let's see if he can pass this kiss. Very well and nicely done. And he brings the balls back into the middle of the table. Very nice control. Another shot. He'll probably play this off the left side of the red and hit the red thin enough so it doesn't bank into the white. Hit it thin, hold it up with draw, and control the English to capture the point. Oh, it looks like he's able to do that, just rolling it. Perfect. And he is rewarded with a 5-cushion pattern, but can he go long enough? He has to go deep in the corner, and maybe even hook a little bit to the first rail. He's taking a look at it if he can go long enough here. He has to go very, very deep into the corner. Oh, and worrying about the kiss, he forgot about wasn't able to get the point. But he adds another 2 to take a 9-2 lead. We're playing at 30 points here. This is the knockout phase of the tournament. The loser goes home in the top 16. We have a very exciting announcement. We very well may have a guest commentator. World champion Danny Sanchez is planning to join us in our next quarterfinal match. Edward Gomez just tried to dive the ball in and got a kiss. So that would be very exciting to have a world champion joining us. Gomez looking to try to go long, short, long here. Hits it perfectly. It's almost frozen to the rail, but he does have a natural here. So avoids the kiss. Nice point. If he slices this yellow thin, he could avoid a kiss with the red. No, he he was trying to hit it a little thinner. And those shots are so tough because, sorry, that was only 2. Those shots are so tough because when you're cutting with inside English, you tend to put transfer some English to the first ball, and on that one, the first object ball or the second ball gets a little left English, and that's what banked it right into the red. So unfortunate. Kang hits this with speed, captures the 5 cushion shot. Just taking a look at seeing if he can find a line off the red ball. Thin ball with a lot of English. Looks pretty kissy though. He's looking at the white. You'd have to hit this to find a line, maybe through the ball. It's a great try, just a little bit long. It's another 1 for 10. So Edward looking at the lines off the red ball. Perfect. Going to try to get deep in the corner, get 3 rails, just misses it. Gives Kang a pretty good opening here. Shot. Now he's gonna. Looks like he'll have to play this off the red ball. I don't see too many shots off the white. He's maybe looking at the line he needs to get to catch 2 more rails near the white. That's what he's looking at. Exactly where he needs to hit the 3rd rail to back up. Comes in a little bit too deep or a little too fast. I think he was trying to hit a little bit higher on the rail, but it was a good effort. Careful not to stay too close to the Edwards cue ball. Edwards gonna try to stun over to that long cushion, but a little too much follow, maybe a little bit too much ball, and cue ball just slipped. Had a little follow on that. Leaves Kang a bank shot. He's looking at where he needs to hit the third rail. He can hit either the white or the red. Just needs to try to split these two balls. Hits it perfectly. And gets a little bit of roll. I think he may have got himself a ticky here. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, he's got a ticky. Nicely done. Now, he has a chance to draw off the red and make a short angle out of this. I think that's what he's looking at. He's looking at the line on the first and second rail, off the second rail to the third. He's going to draw this. He shouldn't have a problem with the red making any kisses, so let's take a look at perfect action he needs. And a great shot. Plays pretty good for a 6 cushion shot. Interesting to see where he banks the white so that it avoids the kisses and maybe even gets a position. But he's planning on where to cut this white ball. If he banks the white ball short, it could interfere with the red, so let's see what happens. Cuts it really nicely. Let's see if he gets the 6th cushion. He passes the kiss. He does everything perfectly. Great shot. Kang's starting to really put together a commanding lead.
We'll look at it after the stream.
Beautiful shot. And he may have a ticky here. He might have a rail first shot. Or he could actually, yeah, it looks like he can hit this thin and try to go short on this. Or the ticky. Yeah, he has the ticky. Beautifully executed. Now, I'm not sure if he can play this thin enough, but if he can really slice this, which is what he's looking at. He's got to make sure he doesn't cut the red anywhere near the white ball. Looks like he's looking where he needs to slice the red ball so it stays away from the white. And it's going to take an exacting hit here to avoid the kisses and go long enough. Just too full, just a little full. But that's a great run. It's a run of 6 to make 17. And Edward decides to take a mid-table break. He takes a commanding lead here. The score is now 17 to 5. And the players are now taking a break. customary that if the players agree to take a break, they do so right after one of the players has passed the midway point of the game. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Take a moment to thank our sponsors: Predator Carom cues, Predator Arena Light, 3cushioncues.com, where you can find the Revo, the Predator Arena Light, and the entire line of Predator Carom cues. I'd like to thank Carom Cafe for Michael Kang, the owner, for holding this event, and the USBA. As I said before, we're really excited. I hope you guys can join us for the next round. After this will be the quarterfinal, and we're going to have a guest commentator, Danny Sanchez, a world champion. He'll be joining us remotely via Skype to help with the commentary. I hope that you'll be able to join us, and it'll be very interesting and enlightening to have somebody like Danny in the virtual booth with me. Again, he's still quarantined in Spain, but he'll be watching the stream with us and helping with the commentary. So that should be really interesting. I'm very excited about that. So Kang, the house pro at Carom Cafe, he's tremendously improved his game this year. Really working on his 3-cushion. He's a very good pool player, so he's able to take a lot of his skills from the pool table over to the Carom table. He hits the first ball very well. He's able to play positions and safeties and do a lot of things. He has the tools to make himself a very good 3-cushion player. And the fact that he's been consistently placing in these national class events has been really nice to see. All right, Kang's coming back to the table. He's waiting for his opponent, Edward, who's decided to take a break after falling behind 17-5 right now. Game is far from over, so I'm sure Edward is looking to stage a comeback on this very exciting match, and we're hoping to see that. Okay, we're back. We are back, and Edward has a 3-rail shot here, possibly 5, depending on how he feels like he can pass this kiss. I think he has windows to pass this kiss on either side. He'd have to slice very thin. He hit it a little fuller than he wanted to. He gets the kiss. Edward would have liked to come back from the break with a good shot, but however, wasn't able to do so in that inning. Kang looking at a cross table shot here. Long, long, long. Just passes the kiss. He was worried about the kiss, and he failed to get the 3rd long rail. So Edward dodged a bullet there with a miss immediately after the break. but he's so close to the short rail, it's hard to do anything but hit follow. You probably have to hit the right side of the red and play this as a short, long angle shot. Very sensitive to speed because of the English that the cue ball might pick up on the second rail. He hits it perfectly though. Really nice shot. And rewarded here with a short angle with a natural off the outside of the red ball. Plays with a very nice aggressive scoring speed. And pretty well rewarded with a natural off the red ball. Very similar to a break shot dynamic. And he cinches the point. He looks like he's determined to make a comeback here. He really has to make up some lost ground. Edward now facing a pretty challenging shot off the red ball. I mean, he could play this off the yellow, but it looks like he's looking at spinning it with inside English off the red ball. Short, long, short. These are pretty sensitive shots. Let's see if he finds a good line. Just hits it. Perfect. Very aggressive speed, and he's getting rewarded with some open positions, which is great, and he's capitalizing on them now. He's got to get to double digits because Kang's almost 2/3 done with this game. He's going to spin this. Looks like he's looking at the red ball. Just got to make sure he doesn't drive this red ball into the yellow. And let's see what kind of line he makes here. Played at 5. Very nice. A beautiful shot. And rewarded again with a position on, if he thins the right side of the yellow with inside English, he can catch it short, long, long. But he has to decide if he's going to go 3 or 4 cushions. And so let's see what he decides to do. Looks like he's deciding to go 4. Very nice. So aggressive play by Edward he's getting rewarded here. He's on a run of 6. And the table's open with a short angle off the red if he chooses to take it. I think that's what he's going to take. He's just looking at the line. Oh no, he's going off the outside of the red. Short, long, short with English. Very nice. Nicely played and rewarded. He'll shoot this on the outside of the yellow, thin with English, and drop it in short. 3, maybe 4 cushions. Nicely done. That's a run of 8, and he's still at the table. This is exactly what he needed to do to make a statement here that he's not going to let Kang run away with this. Long, long, long is really his only option. He'll hit this firm with a lot of follow. The follow takes after the second rail, and if he has that action, he'll still be able to score this. Long, long, long. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful action. A run of 9. Kang just waiting for his turn. He was expecting that, I think, that Edward would make a comeback, try to make a comeback. Curious to see what he does here. This looks like a very difficult position. There's no choice but to draw with right English. He just finds a hole. But a run of 9 and a beautiful run of 9. Kang looking at playing the short angle. He needs to make sure he responds with that 9 with a run of his own. Can't just let him. He can't return the momentum right back to him immediately after such a run. So he has to respond here. He's got a perfect opportunity to do that with this short angle, and Kang nails it and gets the position. Very nice. Now Kang will probably play this ball short, although he could play it long. He could play this off the red, long or short. It all depends on where he thinks he can pass, if he can pass the kiss going long, which I think he can. He's taking a look at the line. Let's see what he does here. Looks like he's probably going to play it long. Oh, he played it short. And it was a good decision because he's going to have a beautiful position if he makes it, as he does. It's exactly the response that he needed to make after a beautiful 9 run from Edward. Kang looking at possibility of, he's looking at playing something off the white, maybe going long off the white. Oh, or maybe going thin and trying to play position by pushing the white. Yeah, he's going to look at the bank shot here. 2 rails first, white, rail, and red will not only make the point, but is a natural position. So if he banks this 2 rails and catches any amount of white, maybe quarter ball, he should be able to, oh, that's except too much English. And he caught too much ball. So Edward has a cross table here. Long, long, short, which should yield a very nice position if he makes it. But he doesn't hit it deep enough, but he might get a little lucky here. Long, 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 that's not what he played. So just overhit the ball, hit it a little bit too full. Leaves Kang a bank shot. He's taking a look at his lines. Perfect. So Kang reaches the 20 mark first. They're playing to 30 points, so it's getting late. He's got another bank shot here. Pretty natural. Just misses. And he leaves Gomez with a short angle or a 5-railer. He looks like he's poised to play this as a, he's not even considering the short angle. It's interesting, but very makeable 5-railer. Just needs to hit the corner, pass any kisses with the red, and take care not to go too short, which is what he just did. And not only to that, he leaves a fairly easy 6 or 7 cushion shot on Kang, for Kang. And I believe Kang will play this off the left side of the white and go around 5-rail pattern, probably catch 6 or 7 rails. As long as he doesn't get a kiss and just gets kissed out. So a few errors from the players in the last couple of innings. It's still anybody's game. Let's see which player will take charge here. Edward taking a look at spinning this. Looks like he's trying to double the he gets back to the rail, but does he have enough English? Difficult. Tried to double the short rail. Very challenging. Leaves Kang a 4 cushion shot here off the end rail. You could try to double the rail, but I think it's better for him to play 4 rails. He's taking a look at his second rail. Kang's such a good ball striker. He should be able to make this, but its speed and the action has to be perfect. And he hits it perfectly. Just barely grazes the red. So a few mistakes, but right after Edward Gomez runs that beautiful 9, and Kang has continued to push his lead. Interesting to see what he does here. It looks to be very, very difficult. Tries a flat shot. Just barely misses it. So it looks like he's going to try to play 4 rails off the left side of the yellow. Just slips a little bit. He gets a kiss, but he actually hit it a little thinner than he wanted to. And it was probably going to go a little bit long. Leaves Kang now with a 4-railer shot off the white. Pretty natural if he could reach it. So he might need to take an extension out, or really, he's not the tallest guy, but I think he can reach it. Yeah, it's barely, it's a little bit further than he'd like to take. He really wants to take this 4-railer shot, but he needs to take an extension, or maybe a bridge. So he ran over to get a bridge. bridge shots are rare in three cushion, but in this case, he doesn't really need to put that much English at all. So he's going to try to finesse this with the bridge. The shot can be made with no English. So let's see how he does. He's a good pool player, a very good pool player. So he's actually better at using the bridge than most of the three cushion players that hardly ever use it. Let's see if he is able to capture this four railer. A little bit too full, and the ball comes a little bit too short. Might look safety, but it's really not. Edward Gomez is happy to have this shot. It's a bank shot. He'll play at 5 or 6 rails, probably 6 rails. He really expects to make a shot like this. It's a giant face to bank at. Nice. Kang's got to be careful. If Edward Gomez makes another run, he could be right back in this game or take it back from him. But he's got a challenging shot here. Let's take a look if he has 2 rails first, and he's got to hit the yellow ball very thin, otherwise he could miss it. Just like that. He had to hit that a little thinner or a little slower. And he leaves Kang a bank shot. A little bit more difficult though. He has to choose if he's going to hit the red, go 3 rails and hit the red, or you go 3 rails and hit the white. He's taking a look at the line he needs to take to make this point. Several different ways he could make this. Let's see which he chooses. If he goes 3 rails and hits the red rail and the white, he should get a good position. He's looking at his line. Looks like he might be trying to go off the white. No, let's see. Off the red. And he gets it. It was close. He almost got kissed out. And so now he's got a shot. He'll probably play off the red ball with a little bit of draw and a little bit of speed to shorten it back up again. He's got to pass a kiss with the red though, so let's see how he plays this. Shots like this, you got to put the red ball exactly where you want. Another thing he can do is try to double the rail. Double the rail with right English. Looks like that's probably what he's doing right now. Yep, he's going to play this double the rail. Plays very natural and no kiss problems. Perfectly executed. So he has a chance to feather this long, long, short, and drop it in. Takes an ultra precise hit. He hit a little bit more ball than he wanted to, and he doesn't get the short rail. That's a run of 2. And now Edward looking to play around the table off the red ball, but is trying to see how he can manage that red ball. Where is that red ball going to go? Perfect. No, I don't want the grid on the production. Ooh, Edward tries to double the rail. Just misses it. And gives the table back to Kang. So Edward looking to make another run. He needs a big run to come back in this game. But let's take a look at what he needs to do. I think he's trying to cut the white ball away from the red into that space between the red and the corner, and if he can have enough draw, he can make the short angle. Long, short, long. Or he can drive it full, which is I think what he's trying to do. Yes, he does. Drives it full, and perfect. He probably wasn't able to hit it thin and still reach the short rail after the long rail, so that's why he decided to drive the ball and spin it in, which he did perfectly. And now he has a 5 cushion shot, or 6 cushion shot. He's looking at the line. And actually he's taking a look at hitting thin off the red ball and going 4 rails. So since he's close to the red, he can get a perfect hit. And let's just see how he attacks the shot. A little bit too much ball, and comes a little too short. So misjudge that. Now, Edward has a 3-rail shot from the yellow, but it looks very kissy because you'd have to slice that away from the red. He's maybe looking at some kind of cross table from the red. It's also not easy. Quite a challenging problem here. Let's see how he solves it. He's looking at the yellow. So he must see a solution here where he needs to avoid banking the yellow into the red. And let's just see if he decides to go thin or full. He goes full and just misses. Challenging shot. Kang back to the table with a pretty open table. Probably going to play this off the right side of the white as a natural, which should bring all the balls back to the middle of the table, and he can extend his lead, maybe even close this game out. Take a looking at his line. He's very good at these naturals. A little bit long. He really wanted to make that. But he leaves Edward facing the balls. Another challenging shot off the yellow. Same problem. He needs to avoid all the kisses and play this 3 or 5. Whoa, and he finds a little bit of a... That shot could have easily went 3 or 5 rails, but there was a tiny little gap there where the ball instead hit the long rail after 4 rails, and then the scoring possibilities were ended and closed. Kang now has a touchy 3-cushion shot, precise kiss passing. Let's see how he solves this. He's going to cut the red away from the white, and then he has to judge the English precisely to go short enough. Very challenging, very touchy shot. So Edward has a couple of choices here. He can double the rail, he can go around the table off the red. All very sensitive as to how much English he doses onto the ball. Very easy to overfollow this and put too much English and then just put a little too much English. Touchy shot, but he does defend a little bit here. Leaves Kang quite a challenge. The shot here, Kang is looking at thinning the red and going around the table. He's got to hit this so fine, so thin. And he does. And I think he might catch this 5 rails. Beautiful shot. A beautiful shot by Kang. And now another cross table, fairly big ball, long. I expect him to make this with an aggressive speed. Oh boy, he just missed it. Maybe rushed that a little bit. Gives Edward a chance to make this. Looks like he's going to play a ticky here. Ooh, but just hits a little bit too much ball and doesn't get back. Looks to be a safety, but it's not really, because what he's going to do is bank it. But Kang is not looking at the bank. I don't know why. He's looking at anything he can play off of this ball. Yeah, he's gonna bank this. Probably 4 rails, coming from behind, and try to get a position too. Because if he goes 4 rails, hits the red and then the white from behind, he'll really like his next shot. That's the only way to miss it. He had to catch the rail first. He had to catch the rail first. Edward dodged a bullet there. There's a choice of either the short angle off the red or the round the table off the yellow, and he decides to let his stroke out. Hits it perfectly. That's his bread and butter. He plays those round the table shots so well. And now he's faced with a pretty challenging shot. Off the red, he's got kisses to pass and very sensitive action. There's so many ways that the red can interfere with that yellow. He's got to find a hole. Looks like he's going to go long, short. Reverse off the first long. Oh no, he played running English on the right side of the red. Such a tough shot. Now Kang could feather thin this white ball and go short. I believe he has that angle to do that. If not, he can also hit it full and try to draw it to the corner. But let's see what he does here. Either way, it's a finesse shot. He's a little bit too fast, a little bit too full. Just misses the hit. He was trying to hit that thinner, and he returns the table back to Edward, who's going to try to stun this to the long rail. He's going to stun this to the long rail. Got a couple of kisses to pass. Make sure he doesn't drive the yellow into the kiss. Gets the kiss anyway and gets a little bit lucky. I should say very lucky. And he gets rewarded though with the position. A good position for a 5 rail. And let's see how thin he hits this ball. He's going to hit this from behind. He has the speed, but doesn't have the line. So Edward returns the table back, and Kang has a short angle that he can play. He's got a few options here. He can actually play this as a cross table off the red. He can play this as a short angle off the red, which I think is what he's going to do. He can also go off the right side of the red if he feels comfortable with that, but I think he'll play the short angle. The short angle should yield a good position. He's very good at these. Too much English? Just put a little bit too much English. And a few unforced errors here in Kang. He's got to be very careful not to let this game slip away. He will regret it if he does. He's had a lot of opportunities, and Edward is struggling. But with the open shots, Edward is aggressively trying to get back into this game and win. And the moment he rolls around 20, he's going to be probably doubling his aggression to score. The final stretch here. He avoids the kiss between the yellow and the red, but just doesn't go hit the ball full enough or with enough draw to make the shot. And he returns this shot with Kang to Kang. Kang could feather thin this red and come back down, which is what he's looking at, or if he likes to hit the ball that's right next to him, he can maybe find a good line. But he's going to try to leverage his pool skills and just feather this ball and catch the third rail by the white. Let's see if he can get the hit. A little bit too much ball. Well, Kang had started out great. He seems to be struggling as Gomez continues to add pressure. Gomez looking at playing a short angle and dropping this ball right in there. Either that or he can double the rail. Let's see. He actually tries to drop that in. A very, very difficult shot. And he leaves Kang another bank shot. Now, Kang's looking at what he can do in that corner there. I don't see the solution behind the ball. He has to bank this, I think. But he looks like he sees something there, so let's see what he plays. He looks like he's going to play a ticky behind the red, behind the white. Just doesn't get. He was trying to hit that full and get back to the long rail. Failed to do so and opens up the table for Gomez. Now, Edward has an open shot, but he has to decide if he's going to go 3 or 4 rails. There's a hole there, and it looms large. So let's see if he gets in the hole or if he makes it. Just finds the hole. That's the problem with that shot. Kang dodged another bullet. Now, if Kang can see the red, I'm not sure if he can see the red, but if he can play a short angle. If he can't, if he cannot, he'll have to play something off the white ball, which seems a lot harder. He's looking at his line. He does look like he looks like he's going to hit the red ball. He looks like he can hit enough of the red ball. Let's take a look at what he's going to do here. Oh, on the outside of the red, and he just misses it. He went long enough. Both players struggling here. Edward has a spin shot off the left side of the red. That looks like the most obvious choice, but he could also play off the yellow. He's been doing really well with those, with open table shots. He's looking at spinning it off the red ball. I think that's a good choice. He's looking at this line. He's tempted to hit the yellow first. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Just misses it. There's no two-way shot about that one. And opens up the table again for Kang. But nothing easy here. There's nothing easy here. He could try to feather this ball and go 4 rails. That's what he's looking at. Or he can spin this. He go off the red ball and draw it. Draw the red and try to go around the table. That's what he's going to do. He's got to avoid a kiss with the red. So let's see how he passes. This is going to be close. Yes, he controls it very well. But how about the red into the yellow? Is it long enough? There's a kiss. Wow. A shot with a lot of complications, and he got a late kiss. Those are very difficult to predict. Gomez looking at a shot where he could potentially play as a bank shot. No, he's going to play this rail first and try to spin it around. Does he have the English to do this? He does not. Barely misses it. Kang regrouping himself, cleaning his cue. Looking to spin this off the red ball with a slow cue ball and a lot of English off the last rail. You should be hitting a lot of ball with a lot of inside. Oh, it looks like he's going to hit this naturally. Does he have enough English? Just not enough. Hedges a little bit, but he may have left a ticky. He's looking at a ticky. try to hit about half of the red ball on the way in. Judges it perfectly and scores. So Gomez reaches the 20 mark and has a pretty makeable 5 cushion shot if he can avoid a kiss with the white. If not, he can try to drop this short, long, short. Always a sensitive shot, one of the Dick Jasper shots. But he looks like he's going to try to get over to the long rail and play 5 cushions, avoiding a kiss. Let's see how he does it. High speed here. That kiss is just so tough to pass. Does he get lucky? No. Kissed out. Now Kang, a natural. He should take his time and make sure he makes this, because I don't think Edward Gomez is giving up. He's going to really try to make a final charge now that he's reached 20 points. Both players have been struggling the last few innings. Perfect hit, perfect stroke, and he's playing for 4. Now, Kang could actually play this on the left side of the red ball with a lot of spin. I think that's probably what he's going to do. He could also play off the right side of the red and go short, long, long. But either way, I think he's going to play off the red. He's taking a look at a line from all the angles. Oh, he's going to play off the left side of the red with left English and try to draw it short. This is very, very difficult. Very difficult to do. But he did try to hit it with some speed to stay away from Gomez cue ball, but I think he still has a type of short angle that is not easy. He has to hit with a lot of speed and really stroke it, which is what he's going to do. He's got to make sure he doesn't kiss the yellow ball anywhere into the red. Oh, he's playing 4 rails, but he got a kiss. Kang's getting his chances. Now he can slice this red ball and play it long, or he can play a short angle off the right side of the white, which I think is what he's going to probably do. What he's doing. Be careful not to drive the white into the red. Avoids that, makes the point, and now Kang is playing for 3. And he's got a pretty big opening here. If he can reach it, he'll play the right side of the red and then go short, long to the white. Could find a ticky off the white, which doesn't look too bad, but I think he can control it better if he's playing off the red ball. The question is, can he reach it? Because it's so far, he's not that tall. He has to shoot lefty. He does play pretty good lefty, so he might actually try to draw this and go short, long, long, which is what he did. And he's too short. And he leaves Edward with not much but a bank shot. I don't see any shots in the corner there. The most obvious choice looks to be a bank shot. 3 rails into the red. Hit any amount of red and you're going to score. He's been reading these rails pretty well, so at the end of the game, the only thing he wants to avoid is hitting the red too full, because that'll just kiss the yellow out and there'll be no way to score. That's what he did. He hit it too full and he still scored. Wow. Very fortunate. He apologized for the roll. Kang just stoic. We know that's part of the game. He did use the speed to give that a possibility. So,
yeah, say something.
so So Edward feathering this yellow, he's going to take it off the rail, so he must feel like he's confident to score. Gets a very good hit, but finds another hole. Very, very tough. Safety allowed. I don't see many solutions here for Kang. Curious to see what he's looking at here. There's a high-speed rail first shot off the red, but that's so difficult. He could feather the white. Very difficult position. He's going to go for the high speed rail first off the red and swing across the table. This would be amazing if he scores. Does he have the speed? Oh, what a great effort. Just hit it a little too soft. But that was a really good try by Kang. It seemed to be the only solution. And he opens up the table for Gomez. He just needs to pass a kiss with the red, and he does it perfectly. Another nice position. 3 rails. He's been making all his points like this. Open points. Very nice. Aggressive scoring. And he's right on Kang's tail. He does actually have a follow shot off the red ball, but it looks like he's only considering the yellow ball. Playing it short. He hits it really well. It's a good choice though, because he's continuing to hit 2 points at a time and be aggressive and also defending well. He's left Kang with nothing but tough shots, and Kang needs to break one of these safeties if he's going to try to win this game. So great tactical play by Edward. Kang looking at playing a cross table from the white. A little bit of hold up. Long, short. Ooh, he's going to play this high speed. Stunning it. Flattened it a little bit too much. But he does get the safety. A little bit fortunate to do so. And Gomez does have some options here. He can stroke the red and double the rail. Be a lot of spin. He might be able to double the rail off the left side of the yellow. It's not easy. Gonna have to see a really nice stroke shot here. He's thinking what to do. He's going to try to double the rail off the red. He's got to hit it pretty full. He's got to have a follow. Let's see if he can get this. Oh, he had to hit it full, but he hit it so full he got a kiss. So tough shot. So the ball stopped in a pretty challenging spot for Kang. The only shot that I see here that he could possibly play is a forced follow on the white. Or he could try to hit the red and spin it short, long, short. But the forced follow actually looks pretty good. And I wonder if he's thinking about trying to take it on. Yeah, looks like he's going to play the forced follow. Let's take a look at the action. He's got to hit that long cushion twice. Doesn't get to the rail. He hits it a little bit too. Not full enough, and he leaves a ticky. He leaves a very, very makeable ticky for Edward, and Edward smells the ticky, and he's going to run over and try to pick this off. In some respects, this ticky is almost impossible to miss. Except for too much English, but he makes it perfectly. And he is right on Kang's tail. He had a huge lead, and now it's 25-27. Round the table. Let's see if he goes 3 or 5. He goes in between 3 and 5, which doesn't exist. And it's back and forth here. It's very, very exciting. Kang inspecting the corner to see if he has any shots in that corner. He sees a ticky of some kind. Let's see what he does. He's hitting rail first, red. Perfect shot. And Kang is playing for 2. He did get rewarded. But there are some problems. If he hits this on the outside of the white, he has to feather it. If he hits it to go 3, if he hits the red, there's some kisses. It's not that easy. He's exploring everything off the red ball. Now he's looking at the white. There's only a 3 rail off the white. There's no 4 rail. So he's really got to hit this thin. If he does, that white ball needs to stay away from the red. It needs a perfect hit. And normally Kang is capable of making perfect hits. He's such a good pool player, but with all the stress of this match and with Edward Gomez on his tail, he could very well, miss that hit. He's looking at the red ball again. He's got to make sure he doesn't kiss. With that red ball moving, he could run into a kiss. He almost has to hit this with. If he hits it full, the kiss is more prevalent. If he hits it thin, he has to draw it. There's the kiss. Very, very difficult to pass. So the score line 25-28, very, very close game. Edward Gomez has a pretty open shot. He could play this 4 rails. Short, long, short. But it's not without holes. He could even get a kiss on the red. So let's see how he plays this. Passes the kiss with the red, finds a good line and avoids the hole. Beautiful shot by Edward. It's only 2 away, but he's running out of time. He's at the table, so he's got a short angle off the yellow of extremely sensitive. No English. He could try to jack up and draw this red, but that seems crazy. I'll tell you what, he could play this as a cross table shot. It's not too bad. Oh, he's playing on the left side of the yellow. Let's see, does he get the shot? Perfect, beautiful shot. Very aggressive, and he's only 1 point away. But the billiard gods don't give him the short angle that he would like to have right now. If that red ball was a couple of inches to the right, he would have had a really easy shot. But now he's got to play this off the yellow ball with a very sensitive shot. Oh, he's going to play off the red ball, super thin. Or let's see what he does. What a shot. Beautiful, beautiful hit. He ties it up. He's playing for 2. That was an incredible hit. Beautiful. And more than anything, he makes a statement with that shot that he's right here ready to win this game. He's got to play this short. Pray for no hole. He's playing this short. Plays it perfectly. Beautiful shot, and he needs 1 point. Playing for 1. He knows that he may not have another chance at the table, so he has to make this. But it's so hard. This is a hard shot. He could play this pretty flat, hitting the left side of the yellow, and he can go all the way up and down. I think that's what he's doing. But he has to have very little English, otherwise it's going to go short. Let's see what kind of speed he uses. Flat ball. Does he do it? Oh, but he gets a kiss. The ball was right there, but he got a kiss. He got kissed out. Everything was calculated perfectly except for the kiss. And Kang gets 1 more chance. That was a beautiful moment. For the first time in the whole game, Gomez takes a lead. And he's on the hill. He needs 1 point. And Kang watched his lead disappear with a series of mistakes and some bad positions. But now, I'm surprised he's looking at the red. The obvious shot seems to be hitting the left side of the white with spin and going short, long, short. Kang Kang is looking at playing a tiki. Very, very sensitive. But he nails it. Beautiful shot. I thought he was playing a tiki, but he played the outside of the ball, past the kiss, maximum spin, and he found the exact line he needed. And now he's rewarded with a tiki off the red. I tell you what, this lays really well for a tiki off the red. That's the line he's looking at. And Hill, the most exciting finish here. This is do or die. Cushion first tiki here. He's checking his line again. Make sure he catches the exact amount of ball with the exact amount of speed and the exact amount of spin. It is missable, but I think he's going to make this. Beautiful shot. And Kang wins the game. That was extremely exciting match. Fist bumps. And Hill. Gomez took the lead in the last point, and then Kang ran 2 and out. That was such an exciting game. I want to thank our sponsors, Predator Carom cues, freecushioncues.com, where you can buy the Predator Revo Carom shafts, Predator Arena Light. We'd like to thank Carom Cafe, Michael Kang, the owner, for making this possible, this tournament possible. Kang advances to the quarterfinals. Edward Gomez, very, very good effort. Such a close match. He was so far behind. Made a big run of 9. It might be the high run so far. But Kang pulls it out in the end. It was a very exciting match. Predator Carom cues, freecushioncues.com. Carom Cafe. We thank you for joining us. We're very excited to possibly have Danny Sanchez join us in the commentating booth for the quarterfinal match. So I hope he'll join us, and hope he'll be able to join us as well. It'll be very, very exciting. 3 Cushion Billiards at Carom Cafe. Hope to see you guys soon. Okay. Signing off for now.